Good morning. It is Jenny, aka Kupakai Art. I hope everyone is starting your Saturday off well. I started mine off with little technical issues this morning, so I had my little webcam all going and it was ready to go, and I was completely blurry and tried troubleshooting it and it did not work. So I'm a little grainy because I'm using my built-in webcam on my computer today. So bear with me, but we're a little technically challenged today. That's just how a Saturday goes. So looks like Heidi and Indie Crafts is here. That's a new name. Hello. Oh wait, no. Heidi Shandy Crafts. Oh, that's a new name. Hi. Or maybe you were here last week. Um, Twinkle Little Diamond and Sparkle Dust and Diamonds is here. Yay. Hi, Courtney. Good morning. And hi, Kat. I hope everybody's weekend is starting well. So it is, can you believe it? It is our last sponsorship Saturday. I'm sad. I'm going to miss this. On a fun note, though, I talked with Ditzy this week, and she's going to be my guest next Saturday to kind of do my Saturday wrap-ups with Diamonds in the Rough. I just can't believe it's like it's the 26th. There's just a few more days left. So I know lots of people are getting their finishes done already, which is fantastic. Thank you guys so much for working hard and participating through the whole month. You still have a few days, so don't panic. But yeah, it's exciting. We've had so many people involved and then continuing to stay involved. So a lot of times with events, you'll get a bunch of people at the beginning and it dwindles. Y'all have been amazing because you have been steadily participating all month long. So thank you guys so much. It means the world to Ditzy and myself. So thank you guys. You are the greatest. Let's see. Sparkle Dust and Diamond says, hi Jenny, having Wi-Fi problems myself, struggling here, gonna lurk. That's fine, Kat. Diamonds with Cat just came in. That's another cat. She's a cat with a K. Oh, and cat with a C said it flew by. It really did. Michelle Morris Campbell's here. Good morning. Cat with a C said hi to everybody. And Heidi's Handicrafts. All right, I said it right the first time. Okay. Hi, Heidi. So glad you're here this morning. All right, so I'm going to go over a few of our sponsors. As you know, on my Sponsor Sunday, I like kind of going through a little, showing you guys some fun sponsors we've had throughout, and you can still get from these sponsors. It's not limited to just Diamonds in the Rough. They have all kinds of good stuff in these stores. So don't forget to stop in, keep shopping. You may find like Ape J Customs was one that I saw in another event and I waited a while and then it was like, yeah, I think I want to try those roll helpers. And so I went back and got something then. So just because it's Diamonds in the Rough right now doesn't mean you can't go back and support these small shops down the road. So keep a hold of that document that is in the Facebook group, and it is also linked in my link tree in my profile here. Um, check it out, save that because it's got all of your social links. Of course, the Diamonds in the Rough discount codes will no longer work, but you can still, shop for their stuff, and they'll have all their socials on that document. So please hang on to it so you can reach out to any of these small shops anytime you want, and they're quick, easy links to hit to. So without further ado, let's talk about some of our sponsors. There were a couple new to me companies. I have not purchased from them, but I want to give them a shout out. That would be Diamonds Design Co. I have heard just amazing things about their kits, and they do the small minis, but they're like nice minis. Apparently, they're like mini, really fancy canvases. So their price point is, you're going to get 10 to 12, sometimes more, sometimes less. And then their price point is about the same as a medium-sized kit, but you're getting multiple small, very high-quality kits. So I've not purchased from them yet, but I've heard just amazing things. And then Diamond Art Dreams. I want you to know that this company came. If you don't know, Sherry Baldy is an artist, and this is her company. and she sells a lot of her work and some other artists as well. But that's a great place if you're a Sherry Baldy fan. Go right there, Diamond Art Dreams. You just put that right in, or go to the document. It's in there. Um, and there's just cute stuff. I mean, I don't know. She does a really good job of kind of a wide range of things. So definitely check that one out. And then last but not least, Zodiac Shadows. I had never purchased from Zodiac Shadows. Ditzy told me a lot about the owner and how amazing she is and how sweet she is. And so I reached out to her, and she's doing a little custom thing for me. And then I got, what did I get? I got some other, I got one of her little trash minders, and hers have like a lid with a little hole in the middle. So when you have like a drill stuck to the end of your pen and it's not a good drill, you can like kind of knock it in there. I want to give that a shot. That's a cover minder, trash minder that I have not tried before. So I purchased that from her. It is on the way, but of course the USPS failed me a little bit, and it is stuck in Atlanta. Like all of my stuff gets stuck in Atlanta. So thought it was going to be here before today, which is why I'm featuring her this week, but unfortunately the USPS failed us. Sorry about that. But when I get it, I'll do a small post showing it off on my Instagram. So be on the lookout for that. But she is a delightful person to work with. All right, so now I have to tell y'all, y'all have seen the mini toolboxes. Like, here is mine. It is covered in cover minders. And I don't use the top up here, so I've covered cover minders on it. But this top drawer is all full of putty, and this bottom drawer is completely Dream Wax Studio Wax. So I'll get to that in just a second. But now that I've made a bunch of noise, let me check chat really quick. Oh, lots of people are here. Okay. Let's see. We have, Diamond Doodler. Miss Maniba is here. Good morning. Melanie A. Bear is here. W Extra Emerald started following. Hi. Thank you for following and being here. Good morning. Love having a new follower. Melanie A. Bear says hello to Jenny and friends. Stein Plays is here. Hi, good morning. Thank you for joining. We have Miss Tammy. Tammy says, I'm late. I'm sorry. That's okay, Tammy. You're not that late. You're good. You haven't missed the good stuff. The good stuff is coming. W Extra Emerald said, hi, Carrie. Oh, this is how I got a new follower. Thank you, Carrie. I'll have you on in just a minute. We have Lumpy Tweety. Oh, I kind of like that name. Oh, how fun is that? Okay, welcome. Tammy says, Jenny, please send me the link to your headphones. I need a pair with a mic like that. I will do that. They are from Amazon. My husband uses them for work, and I stole this pair from him. So I will send you that link for sure. Lily is here. Good morning, Lily. Kat says, I got stuck at the Atlanta airport. Not much fun. Ooh, no. And the Atlanta airport is so spread out. Like, yeah, I'm sorry, Kat. Are you there now, or have you been stuck there previously? Tammy says, I have one my beautiful niece bought me. It's not Cobalt, though. Oh, okay. Yeah, mine's Cobalt Lows. They only had pink left. I wanted the blue one, but they only had pink left and right when they first came out. Maniva says, that's so cute. Tweety said, hi. M Extra said, or W Extra Emerald said, I'm so excited for my nameplates today. I knew I recognized your name. I just saw them behind the scenes, and they look amazing. Cat with a C says, hi, Tam. Oh, we got another follower. Thank Lumby Tweety. I think that's how I'm going to pronounce that. Lily says, very cute. Says hi to people. Tammy's saying hi. W Extra said, hi, Angela. So I guess Angela must be Lumpy Tweety. I love it. It's nice to meet you. And Kat wants me to link her the headset as well. Will do. And Tammy asked Carrie if she could send you an email about something. So Carrie's hearing me. So Tammy, that message is passed along. Bee's Crafty Corners is here. Good morning, Sabrina. Thank you so much. Um, she and a W Extra Emerald one says, I want a green one. I know. I love these things. Happy Little Drills, which is Carol is here. So, and B said hi. All right. Gosh, I love having such a good crew here this morning. Thank you guys. Okay, so now I've got two more sponsors to show y'all, and then we'll get to the good stuff. So, I mean, my sponsors are good too, but get to my guest good stuff. Sorry, that sounded bad. I'm sorry to my next two sponsors. That's not how I meant it. All right, so one of our sponsors is Black Dahlia. She has amazing cover minders, which you probably saw maybe a spotlight of them. She has different ones in her shop at different times, but I got this one, which is a Death Heads moth that I am using with my Starling kit. And she does good magnets on the back. There we go. Having more trouble finding my camera since I'm on my built-in webcam. Sorry, guys. Look at this dragonfly. Is that not beautiful? And the tail wiggles. So, yeah, I got that one too. And her price point is good on her cover minders, so you can check her out for that. But her biggest seller, I think, is her putty. And clearly, I have a problem, and I have actually gifted some of my putties away. So, yeah, I clearly have an issue. She does different scents of the month. She does great giveaways in her Facebook group. You can, like, some of them you put an emoji in, and then she does a drawing. So I've won some of these. I've purchased a lot of them. She does like different collections. Like this is her summer collection. Here's a scent of the month. She does a scent of the month, and those change. And then there's her like just her standard one. Like here it is, the everyday collection. She has those as well. So definitely check her out. I love her putty. I will say here in Georgia, when it gets warm, I do have to put this in the refrigerator because it will get a little tacky on me. And I do keep a little mini refrigerator in my craft room. I've been doing that since December. It's been a game changer. So, all right. And then the other one, which you saw my drawer full. Yeah, I have a problem with DreamWax Studio. A good problem. This year, as last year, she did these amazing, here's her cat paw waxes. These are waxes that replace your pink wax. She is a Canadian company, and she does have a full-time job like many of the small shop owners do. So, you know, she does get her waxes out in a very timely manner, but just let you know. I got this paw this year. This is my paw from this year. I got marshmallow. She does have list of scents. This is, oh, it smells so good. She does have scents. Now this is a large paw. So like if you have the round 10s, this paw is bigger than a round 10. Here is the wax next to one of the heart waxes. I mean, that's, you can see, and then the thickness, look at that. This will last you a very long time. If you see that it dries a little bit from you having it for a while, I've had some that way, you just scratch it a little bit and it's good to go. It doesn't go bad. You can use it for as long as you want. She's got all kinds of fun scents. This is a cucumber melon in the shape of a flower. She sent me a tin that's just straight beeswax. Let's see here. I have my paw from last year that's pineapple. Let's see. This one is orange creamsicle. She has these bars. And I will let Carrie talk about that too in a minute. She did gingerbread men at the holidays. She does have some of the tins, I believe, still. Because like, here's a tin. And it's just still the wax. You open it and scrape it. As opposed to with the pink wax, you just stab down. This you slide across the top of the surface and it scrapes into your pen. So I could go on and on, but I have about 20 more in that drawer. So I won't go through my entire I need to do a video of that, of my entire Dream Wax Studio wax, because yeah, I'm addicted to her wax. And truly, I don't need this much wax, but I love having all the different scents and what hits my mood for that day. So definitely check her out too. She's really good. She's prompt in all of her responses. So if you have a question or there's a scent you're curious about, just message her. Okay. All right. I'm going to check chat one quick time. Let's see here. Tammy says, my toolbox has cover minders all on the outside and inside. I don't have them on my inside, I just have them on my outside. Miss Carol said, good morning and hi. W Extra Emerald said, yes, the colors are amazing. We have Jackie Jones 421 who's joined. Good morning. Carol said, hi. Let's see. We've got a lot of good mornings happening. Oh, Lily is listening by the pool. She's on vacation. Oh, to be by the pool. Are we all can all sit here and be jealous for a second of Lily sitting by the pool in the warm? Let's see. We still have lots of hellos, so it's good to see everybody. Thanks for saying hi. I will let you know, Tammy. Jenny, where did you get the toolbox? Lowe's. I got mine at Lowe's, but I think you can get them other places now. I think if you just like Google mini toolboxes, you probably even have them on Amazon by now. So, W Extra Emerald said, thank Doug for telling me. I'm assuming you know what that means, Carrie and Doug. Cat with a C says, hi. We have Black Dahlias here. Yay. Hi, Shell. I'm glad you're here. I was just talking about you. Hopefully you saw that. B says, I love Black Dahlia. Yeah, I do too. So I'm addicted. I can't stop. Jackie Jones says, I love that one. And Black Dahlia said, hello, hello. Tammy said her cover minders are stunning, referencing Black Dahlia. They really are. They're so much fun. And we have a lot of Black Dahlia putty love. People saying hi. Let's see. Lots of highs and lots of I love her putties. Black Dahlia said hi. And then Tammy said Dream Wax Studios has really cute waxes. Oh, we have a Doug that has joined in the chat. Good morning, Doug. Black Dahlia says, thank you, Jenny. If getting tacky is a problem in high humidity, try mixing some cornstarch into the putty. Tackiness happens when the putty absorbs moisture. Adding cornstarch removes some. Look at this, some of that excess moisture. So thank you so much, Shell, Black Dahlia, for giving that little tip. I have found sticking in my little refrigerator works really well, but that is good to know. Here, my temperature comes and goes so much with that humidity. So, but thank you. Thank you for sharing that. So everybody, great tip from Shell, the actual owner and putty maker. So, yeah, and I know Georgia is just notorious for having that extra humidity. So I think all of my putties get that way a lot. So it's very good to know. Tammy said, thank you for the tip. Like Dahlia says, I love DreamWax Studios. I know, they're so much fun. Lily said that, or Tammy said that Lily made her jealous last night. She was at the pool or on her vacation last night too. Let's see. W Extra Emerald said, yes, Doug sent me your name so I could join you and Carrie. Yay, thank you. And thank you, Doug. Doug said good morning to everybody. Let's see. And everybody's saying hi and thank you for the tip. Doug's pretty popular in chat right now, Carrie. All right, so I have kind of prattled a little longer than I intended, so I'm sorry about that, and sorry to Carrie. But you guys, this is so exciting. I know you all know this person all too well, but I have to show off my collection. And I was actually just laughing with her before we came on. So I have 4, but my 4, I have 3 different versions. I don't know how well you can see it. I have version 3, version 4, and 2 version 5s. So clearly I have a problem. But I know it's not a problem for Carrie and Doug. But I started with this one. This was my first tray, and I fell in love. Then, of course, right after I got that first tray is when I found Diamonds in the Rough, so I had to get my Diamonds in the Rough from last year. Then, of course, I have my Diamonds in the Rough this year. I want this to continue, so I have a huge pile of Diamonds in the Rough ones. And then I got her Hello Spring one. Is that not the cutest? I love this. And I'm not usually a color tray person, but what I love with this one, and I think she's done this, her and Doug have done this a lot, is they still make, even though it's color, they make the color on the inside light. So someone like me who quote unquote loses my drills in my tray, you can still see them. So I love this touch. Carrie and Doug, if I have any say so, keep that going, please. All right, so as you can see, I'm a huge fan. She has been such a wonderful, and Doug as well. I don't want to exclude Doug. You guys have been such a wonderful support to Diamonds in the Rough. You're delightful to work with. I mean, you ran with our logo. Your creativity knows no bounds, and I am so impressed by both of you. And so, without further ado, I'm going to bring the amazing Carrie onto the screen. Yay! Hi, Carrie.
I'm nervously sitting over here on my first live ever.
You're doing great. It's going to be easy peasy. This crew is a fun crew in the chat today, and I know you can't see chat, and I apologize for that. StreamYard does weird things with Instagram, but I'll pop in and out to it and let you know if there's questions or kind of read some of the chat to you. But first and foremost, you have a big release happening today.
We do. We've got our Penelope tray coming out this afternoon. Here she is.
Oh my goodness, that is so darn cute.
Yeah.
I absolutely love it. Now, if I'm not mistaken, from what you told me, Doug kind of does the computer design part of things. And then you do, I know the sanding. Do you monitor the um, printers as well, or do you guys kind of tag team that?
I do everything because, well, I mean, Doug does the design. He does all of the designs. We come up with them together and then he does them because I have no clue about that end of it. This is what he's been doing his entire life. Um, so he does that and
He's gone during the day, so I'm at home full time. And this is what I do. So I man the computers, I print everything, I sand everything, I pack everything.
Oh my goodness. So you take the biggest load. He gets to be creative and then you have to do all the physical work. How does that work, Carrie?
yeah. I get to pick colors. I can't do what
There you
he
go.
does. There's no way I can do what he does. So I'm happy to have him do that part of it.
That's awesome. And I'm glad you guys really team up well together. Like I love how well you two work together and I love that you complement each other in what you do. And it says a lot because working with your spouse is not always the easiest. And I'm not saying that to say anything negative, but like, it is harder. So you guys really complement each other well because your products come out so amazing. So it's clear you guys work well together.
And I think too, like we've worked together our entire married life, so we've learned how to manage that. So I think that that makes a big difference.
Yeah,
So yeah, we get to
absolutely.
continue doing it, even though we sold our other business. We get to continue working together, just differently.
Just different, yeah. Now, real quick in chat, Shell with Black Dahlia says, "Hi, Doug. You do amazing design work, and I can't stop buying all the trays. Yay!"
Thank you.
um, Cat of the Sea says, "Hi, Doug." Sabrina Bees Crafty says, "Hey, Carrie, I'm excited." Um, W Extra Emerald says, "OMG, I love your shirt." Is that whose shirt? My shirt or Carrie's shirt? um, Oh, Doug says just wait for version 6. Okay, I'm gonna have to buy another one. Tammy says, I love Carrie. I'm so looking forward to seeing her. So while I have that really quick, is it okay if Tammy messages you?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. So Tammy, you got the all
Anytime.
clear.
You don't ever have to worry about sending us messages.
Okay, there you go, Tammy. You get to message her. Let's see. Maniba says, I have 9 trays and counting. Oh, Maniba is a Canadian as
Thank
well.
you.
So yeah, I know that she loves your trays. We talk about it a lot. B says the spring one's her favorite tray ever. It's just beautiful. Tammy says it takes her breath away. Steinplay says very pretty. W Extra Emerald says I'm ready to order my Just Breathe tray and bird tray. Yay! Um, like Dahlia says, I have a 60 slot tower that primarily contains yellow dog trays. Wow, that's
Thank
incredible.
you.
That's
Thank
so
you so, so
wonderful.
much. We appreciate that support so much. This is my full-time job. This is what I do.
And you do great at it. You really, really do. I'm gonna get into, I got a lot of people saying hi. Tammy said Jenny gifted me two of your trays, which started her addiction. Yes, I did. And I actually,
Thank
we
you.
powwowed on that a little bit when I was doing that. So, yeah, everybody's saying hi. We've got more people. Artemis has joined. Ditsy's here. So, yeah, we got people saying
Hi, everyone.
hi. W Extra Emerald said you guys do a great job. They're kind of saying hi to each other. Um, and Tammy says, let me tell you, Carrie is very attentive and right on top of things. That is no joke. And Black Dahlia says she's probably tired of me messaging her by now.
Nope, never. Never.
I have to say, I was chatting with you a little bit, and I know that, we have become friends, over the last year, and we've talked a little bit about what goes into your trays, and I'm not asking for any trade secrets or anything like that. I want to protect you guys, but you told me the level of sanding that you do in these trays is unbelievable. And what I love about your trays is everything slides so well. My drills, and when I'm tapping to get down to my ledge, it's a game changer how yours slide. And we talked about that, and you said a lot of it, is your sanding and your process and everything. But I think about all of these individual lines and what it must take and how your fingers don't kill you sanding all of these trays. But we even talked about something I just did not realize, and I'll let you kind of talk more about it. But I didn't know how finicky 3D printers are. So can you kind of go into, not any trade secrets, but kind of your process? Like a tray is printed, and you have to sand it before it can go out. But like you were telling me that everything has to print on one printer, if that's correct, so that it matches correctly.
It doesn't all have to print on one printer, but each printer sometimes can print a little bit differently. It depends on so many things, but we have one printer, like I was telling you, that likes to print everything a little bit larger. So we know that when we're using that printer, we have to scale things down a little bit just so that everything fits properly. Humidity matters. If it's really, really dry, things will print differently. They'll fit better one day rather than the next. So it's a lot more than just hitting play and printing something. Um, Things sticking to the plate, things wanting to lift up mid-print can happen depending on the weather. So there's a lot that goes into every day, and we'll have days where nothing wants to stick, and it's like, oh yeah, there's been a weather change, so time to adjust. And we've got 10 printers, and so you're constantly monitoring which one's doing what on which day. But
I was going to
it's
ask that. So do you ever have all of them going at one time? Or,
they all 10 run pretty much 24/7.
oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
So
They're
I- is it loud? Like I've never heard a
No, they're
3D
not. They're
printer.
all We have a basement, so they're all in the basement. So at nighttime, there's the odd time when I'm trying to fall asleep that I can hear one going down there when it's doing a little bit of a finishing. But for the most part, we don't hear them. The fans are pretty quiet. It's not bad to work in.
Oh, that's good.
I've
At
got my
least it's not
audio
like this.
books to
I'm glad it's not like this low rumble. I
no,
envisioned like 10 little mini planes going at one time. I'm glad it's not like that.
no, it's not. I'll have to do a tour sometime to show you our space. But no, it's not bad.
Oh, that's good. So do you
Yeah.
have to, if an error happens, does the machine just stop and then you end up looking over and it's not, or do you look over and now you have a tray that's like, leaning or, missing pieces?
It depends on the printer. Some
Okay.
recognize that there's an error and they stop themselves. They don't all do that. So sometimes something will be running all night, and then you come downstairs in the morning and you've just got a massive spaghetti because it's come off or it's done something, and but it's kept trying to print. So it just keeps going and going and going. So you come down to a printer full of loose filament. That
Oh
doesn't happen
no.
very often, thank goodness, but it
Well,
has
I'm glad.
happened the odd time.
Now,
But
I'm
yeah,
assuming that that means that that filament is now not usable, so you actually have to like
right.
trash that, so it's a complete loss for you guys on a
Yeah.
situation like that. Okay.
And sometimes you'll pull a tray off of a printer, and when you pull it off, you see the bottom of it, and there'll be a little string in it from a piece of filament that got stuck onto the nozzle. And so then for us, that tray is done. We're
Oh
very,
wow.
very, very picky about quality. And if you could see the room that we have full of trays we've pulled out of production that are not, they're still, they completely work. There's nothing wrong with them, but they're just not good enough to go out. So at some point, we need to have a big sale
I was
and
gonna
sell our
say,
seconds.
yeah, I was gonna say if you ever thought about selling the seconds, and maybe that
Yeah,
would be, a way for people to grow their collection or try your trays if they haven't tried one or something like that.
absolutely. We've had a few sales. It's a lot of work to get them ready. A
Um,
lot of that is because of how Etsy works. We have to be very, very careful. Here, Doug just brought me an example. So here's one
okay.
that there's a string in here. I don't know how well it translates, but there's a tiny little string in there that happened during the printing
Oh, I see.
process.
By his little paw with this little
Yeah,
hand.
right
Okay.
here.
Oh.
So that one doesn't get sold
Oh, wow.
because of that. So this takes 3.5 hours to print.
Oh, wow,
So that's
Carrie.
3 hours that's done.
Just
But
gone.
it's like, okay, and we'll start again.
Oh,
So
no.
that's probably the most frustrating part, but that's to us, our quality is the most important thing. So if there's anything in there, you're not going to get that. We we want to make sure that you're getting what you pay for.
Now, on your trays, when you print, do you print the tray and then the lid, or do you print like a series of trays and then a series of lids?
We generally, depending if we're doing customs, then we do first the tray and then the lid and then the stoppers. But if we're doing like with Penelope, we will print. We have one printer that's dedicated to lids, so it's just been printing lids for however 7 or 8 days now. It's been printing, um, and then another tray dedicated or another printer dedicated to the trays, and it just prints trays. And again, there you have to stop intermittently and make sure everything's still fitting, and because weather does change during that time as well, so that can affect it.
Wow.
Yeah,
Now,
it's
if you do a bunch of trays, will one, like you do a bunch of lids, will you try a lid in different trays in case maybe, okay, that tray,
mhm.
so you don't have to just automatically get rid of a lid. You can
Yep,
try it in multiple trays. Okay.
yeah,
So at
and
least it
it
gives you a
definitely
little bit
does
of,
happen. Yes,
oh, I'm
absolutely.
sure. I'm gonna check chat really
Yep.
quick. Um, let's see here. Um, Gotta catch up where I'm at. Okay. Tammy says that she truly loves your trays. They're perfect for her small hands and her weak muscles. That is one thing I do want to point out. I love that the weight of your trays. They're such a good weight. They're not too heavy.
Good.
Um, Dissy says, I can't wait to meet you in real life, Carrie and Doug. Yeah, that's going to be so much
Yes, we're
fun. You
so
guys are
excited.
going out to her retreat. So if you guys haven't heard
Oh,
about it, Ditsy is having a retreat out west. So, yeah, I don't want to get the name wrong, and I always forget the new name. So Ditsy, type it in here because I'm failing you as a friend right now. I had a name in my head, and they just not the name, so I keep messing up the name in my head. um, let's see. Everybody's still saying hi. Tammy says the drills zoom out. You should see me trying to catch them when pouring them back into my containers. Yeah, because they slide so well. W Extra says, are you guys going to the Virginia retreat? I'm
we're
assuming Carrie
not.
and Doug might. Okay, no. All right. So now is that going to be your first retreat when you go out west, or do you think you'll do one before then?
It'll probably be our first. We're also being a little careful about crossing the border right now, just with everything going on. We want to make sure everything happens well. Um, we just want our two countries to get along.
Yeah, absolutely. I totally understand. My dad, side note, my dad has a cabin in Canada and he's facing that same thing, trying to get back and forth to it. So he's wanting to check on it, but he's trying to be careful. So yeah, I completely understand that. um, let's see. Yes, Lumpy Tweety says yes, so smooth. Her favorite trays.
Thank you.
And I also know this person from my um YouTube. She actually just won my giveaway. So she's here. And let's see. We've got lots of people saying how great your trays are and how great and
Thank you
smooth
so
they
much.
are. Tammy says she'd love to see your work area and she loves craft room tours. Tammy loves tours of places.
Well, I'm
Oh,
I'm sitting in my space right now,
oh, she has a great
so
working
I can
space. It
show
is
you.
beautiful. Okay, yeah,
So
please
I
do.
do use an easel. So this is my easel. I'm very, very spoiled with my space. I do realize that. I've taken over this entire room, and these are the trays or the tray towers we're working on.
Yay.
Running into some problems. We're just trying to make sure they all print consistently. And you may spot something else that we are working on for the little art
Ooh,
dot storage. These are the stands that we are working on that I've been
perfect.
using to test them.
Yay, look how nice those are. I love that.
That's been fun. I really, really like using them.
I
Yeah.
love the feet on that. That's really nice. Ooh,
Well, and
Carrie,
we
sneak
want to
peeks.
put some solid spaces in here so that the back ones can potentially be used as pen holders or tweezer holders or whatever. So we have a little bit more work to do, but this is just our first phase. The design was gifted to us
Oh, wonderful.
by Amy Small. She had it made
Okay.
for herself and she gave us permission to use it. So
Oh,
yeah, she's been amazing to work with too.
that's wonderful. That's really neat. I
Yeah.
love when small shops and different people can share with each other. I think that's so valuable and it's a good example
Mm-hmm.
for all of us that, you know, don't have to steal from anybody. You don't have to
Yeah.
lay claim, just be nice with each other.
Exactly. Well,
The
that's
world
that's
just needs
my
to be
dream
nice.
too, for us all to be able to work together.
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely.
Um, and W Extra said she was talking about my diamonds in the rough shirt. Thank you. One of the ladies with Lady Lathe Customs, she's on there on Facebook. It was Nikki. She took our logo for our event and stuck them on shirts for us. So
Awesome.
you can still get them from her. And Ditsy asked if you ever sold Oopsie's trays, but we chatted about that.
We will be doing more. Like I said, it's a lot of work to get them listed. So as soon as I have
Oh
a
yeah.
spare minute, we'll
Which
absolutely be listing more of them.
with all these goodies you're selling now, though, I don't know how you're gonna find time.
We are a little busy, but it's a good problem to have. I'm definitely not complaining. We just need
Yeah.
more hours. We have so many new things we want to put out, and it all just takes time.
It does. It does. Doug did say that you do have a room full, and he's going to try to make them available soon. So,
Yes.
so now you guys will probably get hounded by that. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
that's fine.
Maniba, who's Diamond Doodler, says she loves your working space. Um, Tammy says, "Holy cow! I need those art dot stands to use on my bed." Oh, those would be good for you,
Oh, that's a
Tammy.
great idea.
Yeah. So if you don't mind, W Extra Emerald said the nameplates are going to be awesome. Do you mind? I think
I
you had
got
posted it, but
it.
there it
There
is.
it
There's your
is.
nameplate. Look how cool these are, you
So
guys.
yeah, magnets. So the magnets are embedded. Well, not embedded. We glued them in there, but they're level with the back of the plate, so like you can use them for identifying yourself on social media, so your content doesn't get stolen.
Mhm.
You can use them as cover minders. So we'll have a space where you can put in whatever you want it to say within reason. Um, just saying. Um, but yeah, we're very, very excited. We're going to release those this afternoon as well.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah,
Great. That's so much fun. And I'm glad you got to see your own nameplate. That's awesome. So
it is exciting. It's right here. And we are also going to be doing baby geckos. I don't know if I had told you about that. So
No.
everyone's loving the geckos. So
Yeah.
here's our usual size of gecko.
Mm-hmm.
And these are the cutest thing you've ever seen. They are they're
Oh
like
my
they're the
God.
tiniest. They're the
Oh, that is
tiniest.
so precious.
So we
Oh,
found little
yeah.
tiny magnets. Oh, where's my camera?
There.
Found little tiny magnets for them. So they will also stick
Oh
to
my goodness.
all of your metal things. So they sit here and they watch me diamond paint while I'm at my diamond painting station.
I'm in so much trouble. I love collecting all the little things that like sit around my desk, but then when I have to move, I have all this stuff to move. And my husband's like, "Why do you keep buying more?" And I'm like, "Because it's all so cute."
I feel the
So
same way. I'm like, oh, print me more. I print myself
I
stuff
know.
all the time.
Oh, I bet. And Ditzy reminded me, I knew I recognized Amy's name, but Amy owns
Yes.
Diamond Design Co., which is one of the sponsors we had that does those little really nice mini kits. Um, so yeah, I knew I recognized the name. So that's great. See, I love small shops helping small
Mm-hmm.
shops. So um, W Extra Emerald says, I love them so much. I had my picture stolen, so I asked for them to make it for me. Oh, I'm sorry, first of all, that your picture was stolen, but I'm glad that you were able to talk to them because now we have a new amazing product that we can all get. Tammy said Amy's got great paintings. She's so nice, and she wanting her autism released. So yeah, that's a very near and dear subject for her. Now, W Extra Emerald says, I need a gecko now too. Yep, I think we all do. Maniva says she has the mama gecko, so now she's going to have to get the baby one.
Yep. Matching or different. Doug did make one that he experimented on with two different colors. So it's white on the bottom and shimmer green on the top. So that's a little cute
Oh,
one too. He's my little baby.
oh, that's the one I need. Ooh, Doug, you're getting me into trouble, man.
And I
I
did
would be
also
like,
want to show off my DreamWax
yeah,
studio.
yes, yes.
Look at what she made for
Oh,
me.
she made you a
Yeah.
doggy.
Tash is so good to me.
Oh, that's so
Is that
sweet.
not the sweetest little? So he gets to sit and watch me diamond paint too.
Oh, that's so
Until it gets too
sweet.
warm in the summer. It gets really warm in here. And I don't want anything to happen to him. So then I move him somewhere cooler.
Oh, that's so precious. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Don't you make the holders for the bars for them?
We do. We
So,
do make
like
them.
this is I had showed the bar earlier. This is the
Yeah.
bar of her wax, and yeah, so she makes the holders that these fit in so perfectly, which is in my wish list. Yeah. And it makes it easier than coming out of the bag, with your
Mm-hmm.
bars. So, Um, don't forget, if you're getting your dream wax, get you a yellow dog holder too for the bars.
Yeah,
um,
she's been awesome to work with too. We really, really liked working.
she's a very sweet person. So I mean, I have made the most amazing Canadian friends. I would have, like, my dad's had that cabin for so long, but now I actually have friends in Canada, and it's so much fun, that this art of diamond art has connected people from all over the world, and I think that's
Mm-hmm.
so neat and so much fun, and it gives people opportunities. And I know I'm gonna get close to the deck, but I can't help talking to you, Carrie. It's so much fun. So I'll wrap up here soon, but I meant to ask you at the beginning, what made you and Doug decide to start 3D printing trays?
Well, Doug wanted to try 3D printing as a hobby. So this is Doug's hobby that I'm now doing full time. So it's funny. So he'd wanted one for years, and he finally had the time to do it. So we bought a 3D printer, and I said, "Well, since you have one, maybe you can make me a tray." So he did, and after a while, he said, what if we would just, as a sideline, try selling some?" So we did. Put them online, and I know the day that everything really took off. We had some sales. It was kind of cool to see them coming in. We were having maybe 5 sales a week. But it was very cool to see it happening. And through the power of social media, we had one person who shared our tray, and we had 89 orders that day.
Wow,
That was,
that's
yeah, that
so.
was December 29th, year before last, and we haven't stopped since. It's been incredible. I'm so thankful for everyone's support. You have no idea how much it means to us.
And I'm so glad because you mean the world to all of us, very truly. Your kindness is just knows no bounds. Um, when you guys started, did your first tray have the ledge in it?
No.
Because okay.
No, that was so again, social media. The very
Hmm.
first day that I saw people doing the washi tape hack, I ran down the stairs. I said to Doug, I'm like, we have to do this. We have to do this. So by the next day, he had it designed and we started printing them. And yeah, it started selling and it took off. And I mean, that's all I use now. All of my trays have the ledge in them.
Yeah, I can't live without the tray now. I have other company trays that don't have the ledge, and it drives me insane. So I go back to my yellow dogs every time. Not a slam on anybody, but they just, yeah, this is definitely my go-to for sure. One thing I forgot to point out that I love about your trays is now you get the um, stopper like this, and then you also get the, where's one of my ones with my Y stopper in it?
This
Then you
one.
also get the white, yeah, the white stopper. Um, and one of the things that I love about these trays, and you were so kind to work with. I approached you. You have a pour lid that is available for your trays, and you can customize them. So I had Kupakai art. You were so kind. You helped me work with colors, work with font. You guys did great. And if you guys haven't tried them, they sit on like this at the top. So when you fill your tray, all you have to do, that short stopper just slides out and you can dump your trays and slide it back in. And it's so easy. So you can change your colors out. Like me, I don't work out of trays. I dump and then pour, dump and pour. This makes it go so fast. That just comes in and out so easily. I don't have to worry about the bounce. My drills stay in. Now, sometimes I'll peek in here just to make sure I didn't get one that, lingering one
Hmm.
that stuck, but they slide so well, I hardly ever have that problem. But yeah, I love my pour tray or my pour lid. It really is a game changer for someone like me who works by changing colors, not works out of trays. Eventually, maybe I'll get enough yellow dogs I can work out of trays. My husband might have a heart attack, but
I
well,
do the same thing.
I know as we're hitting close to 10 till, and I know there are DAC releases that people want to catch. So I want to go through chat really
Absolutely.
quick and then see if there's anything else you want to add. A lot of people are wanting your geckos now. Let's see. Um, Ditsy says, I want Yellow Lab 3D cover minders. Oh, you're in trouble.
Okay, we can do
WX
it.
Reynolds says, nice. I need one to match my nameplates. Yes. Everybody is saying that's too cute, the wax and stuff. Let's see. Doug said ergo trays were your first design.
They
Or
were.
is that the ones with the curve in it
Yep.
for your hand?
I
Okay.
Let me grab one. So we do. I don't have them listed, but we can also make them two tone and with the ledge.
Okay.
Um, but yeah, these are the ones I when I hold my tray and I'm working on my easel, I tend to hold them a little bit more like this. So I always have the stopper over here because otherwise they'd be tipping out. I like them to be against the ledge. So for
Okay.
myself, I hold them this way, but we have them available that they can be held in any direction and in both hands as well. So you can
Oh,
also hold it over here.
that's so nice. I've
So
not
yep,
tried one of those. I need to try one of those.
they're really, really good for if you hold your tray.
Okay. That's
That's
good to know.
yeah, that was the very first tray that he designed. And
Wow.
that's what I used for a long time. I use narrows quite a bit more now,
Oh,
just
okay.
because we're working on our towers and stuff. And I do like to hold them, so the narrows work to hold well as well. Um, yeah, those are my two favorites is the Narrows and the Ergonomics.
Oh, I love that. Tammy says, my goal is to know the small business owners better. I'd love to talk to them, but I don't want to annoy them ever, so I'll message them. So I never message them. Tammy, message them.
Please
They want to
message.
talk to you.
Please message. Yeah,
Ditzy said, a fun fact, Carrie diamond paints with tweezers. You do.
I do.
Oh,
I'm very picky, and I've been on this latest one I'm working on. I am working with a pen more because I think it's important to know all the skills. But I'm incredibly anal. Doug can attest to that. And I like my rows straight, so I do mostly work with the tweezers, but it
wow.
does
Yeah.
cause some calluses.
Uh, I can see that. Now, do you multi-place tweezers or use single?
I will multi-place as well.
Okay.
Yeah,
Wow. That's
some of the
impressive.
newer drills from some companies are tougher to do because they're almost flatter,
Okay.
so they don't like to stick together as nicely and they like to fly all over the place. So, but
Yeah,
I do.
that's why I can't use tweezers. Mine go everywhere. um, let's see. Tammy says she loves the ledge. Ditzy said I like the straight stopper. I do too. Like it's so nice to just slide in and out. Tammy says I'd love to do a custom tray and lid, pour lid with my channel name. There we go. There's going to be another sale for you, Carrie. Greg joined. He is Tracy DP's World. She and Greg have their company together. They were on last couple weeks ago, and so he's joined in, and he and Tracy both say hi. So uh, W Extra Emerald says, "OMG, I now need a pour lid." Yes, you need a pour lid. Tammy says, I wonder if the ergo trays would help with my hand pain. You're gonna have to try one, Tammy. Yeah, I, that's something to talk with Carrie about. She can
Yeah.
maybe even see how your hands work and how you hold a tray, Tammy, and see if she thinks that it would work. They know their trays. They're the experts on their trays. So when you
Yeah.
message her, Tammy, have
Please.
your mom maybe take a picture of your hands and how you hold a tray and stuff, and she could probably give you better tips on if it would work or not. I mean, Carrie and Doug are such kind people. They're not going to just take your money to take your money. um, but yeah, message her. I don't mean to put you on the spot, Carrie, but just knowing how we
Yeah.
have worked
Message
together,
me
I know that,
anytime. Like I said,
yeah.
I will respond as quickly as I can. I do take some breaks to eat and to sleep, but
But I mean, you really do. You're very quick to respond to people and help people, and you're just very, very easy to work with. I mean, I know that you and Doug like tried a few different ways on my things, and one of the colors was a little not what we envisioned. And Ditzy wanted a poor one of them, so I mailed one of them to Ditzy. Ditzy, you're on the spot. Do you still have my pour lid with my name on it? Okay, Martin just joined. So and Tammy said hi to Tracy and Greg. So I know we're pushing towards that DAC release time for people, and I always try to be conscientious of that. I could talk to you forever, though, Carrie. You have been delightful. Your nerves have not shown. I am so glad you did this. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for being willing to come on with me this weekend. I really appreciate it because I know it's early for you guys. So I
well,
do appreciate you spending time. Is there
I
anything
appreciate
else
you
you want
very
to
much.
share? Oh, yeah, absolutely. Is there anything else
Um,
you and Dag want to share? I know it's not much longer before Penelope and the nameplates release here today, so everybody don't forget to head over there. Don't crash their website, but
yeah.
head over.
Yeah, that's at
um,
1 o'clock today.
okay.
We'll be running
Um,
around doing our last minute things to get ready for that. No, we've got new colors coming. Oh, I have to show you one more thing.
oh,
So the
yes, please
same
do.
people that make the geckos have come out with something new that we're playing with. I don't know if we'll release them or not, but they're super cute. They're called noodlers. So they're these little worms
Oh, that's adorable.
and they're jointed. So like all of their little joints turn and you can use it as a phone holder. You can use it as multiple things. They're very, very cute.
Oh,
So
that's
we're
adorable.
considering releasing that. They're all from Blob Lab.
Oh, okay.
is the maker of them all. So
Oh,
just new
wow.
thing we're playing with, and we've got new colors that we're constantly playing with. Um, and send us your ideas if you have ideas, and we'll make it if we can. Well, we like new things, and we like to use your ideas too.
Yeah, I know. I think you and Ditzy may have worked together on that paw pen holder, right? Is that what you guys? Ditzy said that you guys had talked, and you did the paw pen holder. So like I know that you're great with talking with people or bouncing ideas off people and stuff like that. Because that paw print pen holder is absolutely adorable. I'm sure that
I
thing
think
takes
I
a while to
posted
print.
my fun one. And this is
That
just
is,
me taking 4 different colors and combining them to see how it would work. So I was happy
it
with
is,
how that turned out.
it's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. Um, let's see. Do. Dissy says, "Have you announced the test tray you sent me? She's in love with it."
We
She's
have not. That is the other one that we are working on, a tray for squares only, because I know it's tough to find. That's the other problem, is trying to find a tray that works well for both round drills and square drills. So I realize that when you're trying to use round drills, the spacing can be too big. So we
Mhm.
are planning on coming out with a tray for just squares.
Oh, wow.
So
That's
that's,
exciting.
yeah. So we're just
Ooh,
in finishing up testing on those, and then we're hoping to release those soon as well.
wonderful. So last quick notes. Maniba said this was so fun. Thank you, Jenny and Carrie. Tammy says, Carrie, you're a beautiful soul, and I'll be emailing you. W Extra Emerald said, thank you guys. Great job, Carrie. Ditsy says they also have a website. Help them avoid those Etsy fees. Absolutely. Sign Place, thank you for the stream. It's always so much fun to see other small business owners. We need to support each other. Absolutely. Ditzy listed your link. Tammy says I use their website. W Extra Emerald says I love the pen paw holder. So yeah, you guys have amazing stuff. I use the website now too. I think I started on Etsy and now I use the website too. But yeah, check them out. They do have both, but yeah, like Dizzy said, you do have like more fees with Etsy. So if you can use the website, it's the same as doing Etsy. It's
Yeah,
just their shop
yeah,
directly. So but if you're more comfortable, they
yeah.
understand. That's why
Either
they have
way,
both right now. So,
yeah,
um,
whatever works.
well, I know I've got 2 minutes before DAC release, so I have got to stop running my mouth. But Carrie and Doug, thank you both truly for spending some of your Saturday morning with me and with all of our viewers. Thank you for all that you have done and shared with us, and you continue to grow and surprise us and have amazing things for us. So thank you very, very much. And thank you for being a
Thank you.
sponsor of Diamonds in the Rough again. And we
Absolutely.
expect it next year.
Will
So,
do.
all right. Nothing like putting you on the spot, but
No, that's fine. And
well,
thank you all so much for your support. It really means the world to us. We love what we do, and
and it
you make
shows.
it possible for us. Thank you.
You're welcome, and it shows. It shows you love what you do, and every tray that comes out is just amazing. So, thank you so much. You enjoy your afternoon and have fun selling Penelope today. So,
Will do.
and Carrie, hang tight for just 1 second. When I end the live, I'll say a quick bye to you. So, all
Sounds
right,
good.
thank you guys. Go run and
Thank
get
you.
Daxed. I'm
Bye.
sorry. Bye, guys.